Hi everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Learn English with Alexa. Today, we have a very important topic: how to prepare for an interview in English. We will share 5 tips that will really boost your confidence and help you feel ready. We'll also cover the most important questions that are asked in every interview, so you can walk in feeling more confident and prepared. Let's get started. Tip 1. Prepare a brief description of your work history. Explanation. A well-prepared overview helps highlight your qualifications without overwhelming the interviewer. Focus on the most relevant positions and key skills that align with the job you're applying for. Tip 2. Research about the company. Explanation. Demonstrating knowledge about the company shows you're genuinely interested in the role
and can help you tailor your responses to fit the company's culture and needs.
Tip 3. Talk about accomplishments. Explanation. Sharing concrete examples of your accomplishments helps employers see your impact. Use metrics or outcomes to show how you contributed to success in past jobs. Tip 4. Never badmouth a former employer. Explanation. Speaking poorly of past employers can create a negative impression. Focus on positive aspects and what you've learned from past experiences, showing professionalism and maturity. Tip 5. Talk slowly and clearly. Explanation. Speaking too quickly can make you seem nervous or unclear. Taking your time ensures that the interviewer understands you and conveys confidence in your communication skills. A job interview conversation between manager and a candidate.
Good morning, James. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm doing well, thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Great. Let's start with some basic questions. Can you tell me a little about yourself?
Of course. My name is James, and I just finished my degree in business management. During my studies, I had an internship where I worked on different projects. I learned how to communicate well, solve problems, and work with a team. I'm looking forward to using these skills in a real job.
Sounds good. Why do you want to work with us?
I've researched your company, and I like how you focus on new ideas and keeping customers happy. I think this would be a great place for me to learn and grow, and I'd love to be part of your team.
That's great to hear. Can you tell me about a time when you faced a challenge and how you handled it?
Sure. During my internship, I was in charge of a project, and at first, the team didn't agree on how to do things. I called a meeting so everyone could share their thoughts. After hearing everyone out, we found a solution that worked for the group. The project was finished on time, and I learned that listening to others and working together can solve many problems.
Good approach. Now, what are your strengths and weaknesses?
One of my strengths is staying organized. I plan my tasks and make sure I stick to the schedule. As for weaknesses, I tend to focus too much on small details sometimes. But I'm working on being more efficient and not spending too much time on little things.
That's a good point. Being aware of your weaknesses is important. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I hope to have grown in the company, maybe even taking on a leadership role. I want to keep learning and developing my skills to help the company succeed.
That sounds like a good plan. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, I'd like to know more about the company culture here. What is it like to work with your team?
Our company values teamwork and open communication. We like to make sure everyone's ideas are heard. To succeed here, you need to be flexible, take initiative, and be able to work well with others.
That sounds like a great environment. I think I'd fit well here.
I think you would too. Let's talk about stress. How do you handle working under pressure or tight deadlines?
I've worked on projects with tight deadlines before. When that happens, I plan my time carefully and focus on one task at a time. I also make sure to keep my team updated on our progress. Staying organized and calm helps me get the job done on time.
Good answer. How about teamwork? Have you ever worked with someone difficult, and how did you handle it?
Yes, there was a time during my internship when one team member wasn't communicating well, and it caused delays. I spoke to them privately to understand their situation. They were dealing with some personal issues, so we worked out a plan to help them. The project went well after that. I believe being patient and understanding can solve a lot of issues.
That's a great approach. Now, what motivates you to do your best at work?
I get motivated when I see the results of my work. Whether it's a successful project or positive feedback, that makes me want to work even harder. I also enjoy learning new things and improving my skills.
It's great to hear you're always looking to improve. What skills do you think you can bring to this role?
I'm good at communicating clearly, both in writing and speaking. I'm also very detail-oriented, which helps me complete tasks carefully. I've also worked with project management tools and spreadsheets, so I think I can be helpful in organizing tasks and keeping track of progress.
Those skills will definitely be useful here. One last question. How do you feel about receiving feedback on your work?
I think feedback is important. If someone gives me constructive criticism, I try to understand it and use it to improve. For example, during my internship, I was told to be more confident when presenting ideas, and I worked on that. I always look for ways to improve.
That's the right attitude. Lastly, do you have any long-term career goals?
Yes, I hope to take on more responsibility in the future and maybe lead my own team. I think this role will help me grow and get closer to that goal.
I like your vision. You seem like a good fit for this company. Thank you for your time today. We'll be in touch soon.
Thank you. I really appreciate the opportunity and hope to hear from you soon.
Have a great day, James.
Thank you for your time.